Hey everybody, it's Eric Pappenfus. It's Friday, so it must be a buy day, and we are here at our favorite bookstore, the Hill Bookshop, and we're here with Doug and Lucky, and it's just been a wonderful day. I mean, this has been an amazing day of browsing. This is a sale that you run every year, in which for the entire month of July, everything is super discounted.
And it's half price. This is sale number 47.
And for 47 years, for 47 years they've had this sale. And they do this thing where they put entire sections on sale. So cool. If you're watching this, it's Friday. You still have the entire rest of the month of July.
It's actually Saturday.
Well, when we show the video, it'll be Friday.
Okay.
The whole rest of the month of July to come up, which is super. So, Doug, what was your favorite part of the day? You had a lot of people. I mean, there were many people bought more books than we did, didn't they?
Yeah, a lot of people bought many books. Dealers bought books, but it's just as fun to sell to collectors who find a whole section of something they're interested in. I said, is that really only that much for 50 books? And
I witnessed that.
They go out.
Yeah, they came in with a box of books, and they said, and you say basically, well, you can have all the rest for the same price.
Yeah, that's just the one box.
Well, which is the sale. Now, we got some special things, and probably the most special thing that we got, I wanted you to show us and show the viewers.
Okay.
And because this is extraordinary, and you said it came into you just in a box of books, right?
This came, people brought it in a few months ago with a bunch of old 19th century poetry, Longfellow and so forth, Whittier.
Yeah.
And this was in there. It was just called Nature, no author. And I said to Kana, maybe that's by Thoreau or somebody like that. Yeah. And turned out it's by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Wow. It's his first book, published anonymously. It's the second printing of it. Page 94 is corrected. It's usually supposed to be 92.
What I like about the book is it's Emerson, and this is considered the sort of foundational treatise of, transcendentalism. It's a big work for Emerson. It's a short book, but you can read about beauty and commodity and language. Published in Boston, so that all makes sense. 1836, so Emerson would have been right at the beginning of his career. But what a special book! And you know what I like almost as much as the book? I like the book plate. Tell us about the book plate. It is owned by Mr. Chrysler himself, right?
Wow.
Founder of the Chrysler Car Company.
Name. Yeah.
So that just gives it a little bit of cachet because it was in the Chrysler library.
Yeah, there are only 1,500 copies printed.
Yeah.
This is the second series of printings. But
of which there aren't very many around today. And so it's really, really special. And we were thrilled to get that book.
Fabulous.
Now, we also bought a bunch of just odds and ends, older books that were things, including some that Kayla here has been restoring. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So Kana.
Yes.
I got to get it right. Now,
yes.
come closer and show the camera because this is really cool what you did for us.
This is the book that you guys bought. So pretty much we just take the damaged books and we just glue a piece of cloth around the binding. And then we press the book so it really gets stuck on there. And then we'll look up just like on Google what the binding looked like originally and then try to replicate that the best that we can. Sometimes you can't do it completely, but this is the best we got.
I think that's a
beautiful.
super way. So what you did, Kanan, was you took a book that was otherwise not really readable. It was in the back room in the repair area. And it's a really cool book. It's a captivity narrative. If you see it, it has a brief account of General Sully's expedition. That would be Alfred Sully, who's Thomas Sully's son, who was a general out west, written by Fanny Kelly, which is really, really neat and published in Philadelphia. So a book that deserved a new spine.
Yes.
Now, Kenny, you've been here, did you say 3 years?
3 years.
3 years.
My anniversary was like a couple weeks ago.
And you helped us out last year. We'll put the link to last year's video in the bottom of this one. But aside from this, which is great, this sort of book restoration, what's your favorite part of working here?
My favorite part is definitely I've made some great connections. I've met a lot of cool people, especially all the dealers that come in. And like there's a guy that has a huge like book vending machine. That's one I really remember. Just, like learning about all the cool dealers that come in.
Is this the vending machine that's in Toronto?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, so I'm familiar with that. That is the world's only book vending machine at the moment. By the way, introduce us to Lucky.
This is Lucky,
Yeah.
and he was here when I got here, and
Yep.
he's gotten accustomed to people. He used to run away from me, but now he likes to be
Lucky
pet.
stared at me.
He came about
Yeah.
he came about 4 winters ago in the middle of the winter, found a good home, so we called him Lucky.
Yes,
Yep.
that's great. Well, that's really neat. I'm going to show one other book that we got, and then I'm going to go outside and show a big pile of books that we got. You know what I'm talking
yes,
about,
for
but they're waiting there. But this book is really interesting, and let me show it to the audience. This book here, Kathy, is a beautiful old geometry textbook. You know, it's by the late master at the Academy in London. That all makes sense. But what I like about the book, and Doug, you confirmed that you had never seen this either. If you go to the back of the book, interspersed with this blue paper, which we'll talk about in a minute, there are all these diagrams which look like somebody has, very viciously cut them out. And I have to be careful. We've got to be fragile. But in reality, they're three-dimensional figures, and they're meant to be. They were issued cut out like that for you to examine and fold.
Oh, interesting.
And then this blue paper, Kathy, I know you're very into the blue paper. Tell us about the blue paper.
Yeah, that is a new technology of the book that allowed for erasure. And basically you could have a stylus and it would be able to be just erased in a way that other paper wasn't so easily.
So the earliest form of erasable paper, and probably the only example that we know of, and we've seen a lot of books, Doug and I, of a book with just so many fragile flaps of geometrical figures
Fold
and
it
things.
yourself.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
so
that's
I think that's
fabulous.
one of the coolest math books I've seen. And that
When I
also
first saw
was
it, I was
right
just
here.
like him. I thought it
Very
was
Hill.
somebody took a...
I know.
It was so well done.
Right, right.
It's actually been meticulously done. So this would have been this is what students would have used to practice their geometry, which is really, really cool. All right, we're gonna
Can't be
go.
too many left in that kind of condition.
We're gonna go outside to just finish this video and show something that we got. But before I do that, let me just say thank you. I want everybody to come
Thank you.
here to Berry Hill in the month of July. What are your hours again? Days and hours?
Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. You'll find a million things. If you pan around,
Oh, yes.
you'll just see they
Aisles
have
and
old
aisles,
books, new
floors
books,
upon
scholarly
floors.
books, antiquarian books, modern books. Everything's on sale, and it's in this wonderful
Nooks
old
and alcoves.
barn, which just goes up, and you have to negotiate. But let's go out,
meet the
Kathy,
cat.
and we will talk about one special collection that we found, which was too big to bring in there. And that is the collection of Scientific Americans. And we found pretty much an entire run of Scientific Americans that were deaccessioned from Colgate. Too bad on Colgate, but they're really, really cool. And I just bought a handful, a selection of them. He had almost a complete run, as I said. And I decided I would get the ones that really focused on things that interested me. And in this case, lots on Edison, Tesla, electricity, and the sort of birth of American electrical science. If you look at the couple that I have here, basically they were in year-long issues. So this is the one from 1895 with all the monthly issues sort of bound together. And this is an interesting article because it talks about the great fire that had ravaged Tesla's studio. Inventor Tesla's loss by a fire which occurred in New York City. Tesla has lost a lot. And Tesla lives a long time. He's a fascinating figure. And later in life, this is a really good issue too. He writes his personal recollections, and those are published in Scientific America. So now we're up to the 20th century. We're in 1915, and there he is, Tesla. And it's not just Tesla, it's Tesla. Look who's on the the opposite page. There's Mr. Edison. There's a story about how you convert and you use the Edison's incandescent light bulbs. There's all sorts of amazing things in these early Scientific Americans, and they also come with just wonderful advertising and covers. So we're going to put these in the shop. We'll try and catalog them so that there's something interesting in each and every one. I actually have some interesting ones. One, the first issue with the hydrogen bomb, which was suppressed by the American government. Well, that one was actually here. And early Einstein, all sorts of great stories. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to visit. with us. I hope you can make it up here. We're not far from Utica, New York. That's going to be our next stop for next week's Buy Day. So I hope you'll watch next Friday at noon and every Friday at noon for more adventures in the world of books.